going to do a little walkthrough here on how to create a Google site. So I'm here at Google Sites, and it's asking me to log in. And I'm going to log in with my correct password. So I'm going to log in here, and it's going to bring me up to a list of the sites that I have. And in this case, I don't have any sites. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a site. Now, I've got some different templates that it has available to me here. And I'm going to give it a name. And that doesn't really do anything other than give you the URL down here that you're going to go through to get to your site. Because you can go in and change some stuff once we get in. So I can also go to Browse the Gallery, and I can pick a different site template. So there's schools and education here, there's business collaboration. I could do like a project work site, for example. There's also personal and family, where I could do things like sharing photos, or here's information about the family, kind of a Christmas newsletter sort of site. I'm going to just pick a schools and education site here, and let's do the project work site. So I'm going to scroll down and hit select. Now I'm going to choose that as my site and go back up here to create, and Google's going to go off and create it for me. And it wants me to prove that I'm not actually a robot. And I hope that's actually what it says. Let's try that again since the URL isn't available for me. So Google is off creating my site. It's building a bunch of pages around the template that I have chosen and applying that theme. And you can see here all of the different pages that I've got available. Now, if I wanted to edit this page, I would just go over here to the thing that looks like a pencil, and it says Edit Page. Now we're loading the editor, and now it's kind of just like a word processing thing, where I can go in and I can change the text to say what I want it to say, if I could type. So I can change all of this stuff here. Now, I can also do things like insert an image, and I could upload an image by choosing a file. If I actually had some files that were pictures here, I could choose one of those, I could upload it, and then I could insert it and do the same sorts of things I would do inside Word, where I could choose the alignment, whether it's left and right, or how I'm going to wrap the text, if I'm going to wrap it at all, or if it's just going to sit above there. Now, let's save this. I always want to make sure that you save. So you'll see on the side here, there's a lot of different things, and these are the different pages that are available on your site. And you can click on those, it will take you to those pages, and you can do the same thing here with edit. You can also, there's a more button here, and there's a bunch of different things. I could go to page settings, and you may be able to see behind here there was a comment box. I could choose to not allow comments and uncheck that. I could also not allow attachments, and I could uncheck that. And different templates do different things, and they may or may not have those. And you'll see now that the attachments and the comments box are now gone from this page. So with this sidebar here, getting back to the sidebar where all of these things are, I can go down here to the very bottom and I can edit the sidebar. Now, here's my sidebar definition. Here's the header, and I could change the logo, I could change the alignment and the different settings around that header. And here's my sidebar. Now, if I go to this navigation section, you'll see here's all of the pages that are going to show up. I could delete a page that shows up there. I could add a page. If I had created a new page, for example, I might want to add it into my navigation in the sidebar. I can also add a URL. So I'm going to just add my site here. And I actually want to move it down to the bottom, so I'm using this down arrow until I get to the very bottom. And that's where I'm going to put it. Now I can move any of these pages around using these navigation buttons here. So I could move them up and I could move them down. I could also do an indent. I wanted to do a little indent for one of the pages and show it in sort of a hierarchical view. And then I could remove the indent. So that's the navigation. And you'll see there's a countdown thing here where I've got an event date. If you wanted to do a countdown to a particular date, you could do something like that. This template happens to have a countdown built into it. I could delete that if I wanted to. I could also add a new sidebar item. And here's some different page elements I could do: navigation or text, recent site activity. There's the countdown, display information about the page authors. And if you wanted to monetize your site, you could place AdSense ads, which means you would get ads. And if your page got enough views, Google would pay you for showing those ads for them on their behalf. So that's the piece on the sidebar. Now, something else that's worth going to here is going back up to more, and we're going to go to Manage Site. Now, Manage Site here is where I would change the site name. I would put a site description. I could suggest that there was mature content here. I could also change the landing page. So right now it's set to the page that's called Home. When you went to my site for the first time, if you didn't specify a page in the URL and you just went to the site itself, I could indicate which page I want you to land on here. Maybe I want you to come to the issues page first. So I could save that. And there's a lot of other settings here on the manage page as well. You can choose who gets to view the site. You can do things like doing revision history. There's also things here on AdSense. If you want to do AdSense, you could change the theme. If you wanted to change the theme down here on the left-hand side in the sidebar. So let's save this. I've changed my landing site. And let's go back to the page. And I should come up on the issues page automatically. And that's exactly what happened. So if you want to create a page, I would hit that plus button, and I'm going to name it My Page. And there's a template here. I could have an announcement, a file cabinet, a list, some different other things here. I'm just going to keep it as a web page, and I can specify where in the hierarchy I want to put it. And I'm just going to leave those alone, and I'm going to hit create. So it's going to go create the page. It's going to build it in the style of the template, and it's going to dump me right into edit mode. So I'm in edit mode. And I can save that. And now I can go back to the page settings here because it comes with the comments and the attachments, and I don't really want those. So I'm going to undo those, and you see that it's removed the comments and the attachments. So that's just some basics on how to get rolling with a Google site and some of the things that you can do with it.